Ever wondered why having a strong core is so important? Well, sit back, folks, because we're about to dive into that very topic. Now, when we talk about core strength, it's not just about getting those chiseled abs for the summer. No, sir, it's much more than that. You see, your core is a complex group of muscles that include not just your abs, but also muscles in your lower back, hips, and pelvis. Think of it as the sturdy central link in a chain that connects your upper and lower body. Having a strong core isn't just for those gym rats or fitness enthusiasts. It's important for each and every one of us, regardless of our daily routine. Why, you might ask? Let's break it down. First off, a strong core can drastically improve your posture. Poor posture can lead to a slew of health problems, from back and neck pain to more serious issues like heart and vascular disease. When your core is strong, it's easier to keep your back upright and avoid that dreaded slouch. Next up, balance and stability. Whether you're playing football with the kids, walking up a flight of stairs, or just standing in line at the grocery store, your core plays a crucial role in keeping you steady and upright. A strong core means better balance, less falls, and, as a result, fewer injuries. Speaking of injuries, having a strong core can significantly reduce the risk of them. It acts as a protective shield for your inner organs and central nervous system. It's like having your own personal bodyguard, warding off potential harm. Now imagine having all these benefits and more, just by dedicating a few minutes of your day to strengthening your core. And the best part? You don't need fancy gym equipment or a personal trainer. All you need is a little bit of space, some determination, and a dash of consistency. So, are you ready to strengthen that core? Let's dive into a 10-minute yoga routine that'll help you do just that. Start by getting into a tabletop position for our first pose, the cat-cow pose. Plant your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. This is our base. Now, as you inhale, drop your belly towards the mat. Lift your chin and chest, gaze up towards the ceiling. This, my friends, is the cow pose. As you exhale, draw your belly to your spine and round your back towards the ceiling. The pose should look like a cat stretching its back, hence the cat pose. Keep moving between the cat and cow poses on each inhale and exhale. This isn't just about moving your body, it's about syncing that movement with your breath. Feel the rhythm, let it guide you. This pose is a great warm-up. It gets your spine moving, stirs up the fluid in your joints, and prepares your body for the more challenging poses to come. Feel your spine getting warmed up? Good. Now let's move on to our next pose. Now transition from your tabletop position into the plank pose. To achieve this, place your palms flat on the mat directly under your shoulders. Extend your legs behind you, balancing on the balls of your feet. Your body should form a straight line from the top of your head to your heels. Here's a critical point to remember. Engage your core. Imagine pulling your belly button toward your spine. This action not only helps maintain your body alignment, but also works your core muscles intensely. Keep your neck relaxed and your gaze down, ensuring a neutral spine. Feel the energy coursing through your body as you hold this pose. The plank pose, folks, is a powerhouse. It strengthens the entirety of your core, not just the abs. It works your back, your hips, even your shoulders. Feeling the burn in your abs? That's your core getting stronger. Let's move on to the next pose. Next, we're going to do the boat pose. This pose is a real game changer for your core. It targets your abs and hip flexors, helping you build strength and stability. Now, let's get into it. Start by sitting on your mat with your legs extended in front of you. Bend your knees and lift your feet off the floor, bringing your shins parallel to the floor. Extend your arms forward alongside your legs. Now here's the challenging part. Lean back slightly and balance on your sit bones, not your tailbone. Make sure your spine is straight. Don't let it round. This is where your abs and hip flexors really kick into high gear. Remember to breathe deeply. Hold this pose for a few breaths, feeling your core muscles engage, then gently lower back down to your mat. Well done. You're halfway through the routine. Let's keep going. Now lie down on your back for our next pose, the bridge pose. This pose, often known as Setu Bandha Sarvangasana in yoga lingo, is a powerful tool to strengthen your lower back and glutes. Both of these muscle groups are vital components of your core, and keeping them strong will help improve your overall physical performance. Start by lying flat on your back. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the ground, hip width apart. Your arms should rest by your sides, palms facing down. As you inhale, push your hips upwards, lifting your torso off the floor. Keep your shoulders and head grounded as your body forms a bridge-like structure. Hold this pose for a few breaths, engaging your glutes and lower back muscles. Feel the power in your core as you maintain the bridge. With each exhalation, try to lift your hips a little higher. Ease back down to the floor as you exhale. Remember, yoga is not about pushing your limits, but rather about exploring your capabilities. Great job! You're almost at the end of the routine. Just one more pose to go. Finally, let's finish our routine with the seated forward bend. This pose is a serene way to cool down after the challenging poses we've just done, and it's as straightforward as it sounds. Start by sitting tall on your mat with your legs extended in front of you. Inhale deeply as you reach your arms towards the sky. As you exhale, hinge at your hips and slowly reach toward your toes. Remember, the goal is not to touch your toes, but to feel a gentle stretch along the backside of your body. This pose is a fantastic way to lengthen your spine, hamstrings, and calves. It stimulates the liver, kidneys, and digestive system, promoting overall health. It's also a great stress reliever, calming the mind and soothing the nervous system. So take a moment to breathe here. Allow the tension to melt away from your body with each exhale. Congratulations! You've completed the 10-minute yoga routine for a stronger core. So, that was your 10-minute yoga routine for a stronger core. We've traveled together through a series of poses, each one designed to engage and strengthen your core muscles. Let's take a moment to revisit the journey we've just completed. It's important to remember that each pose has its own unique benefits and effects on the body, and understanding these can help you make the most of your practice. We began with the cat-cow pose, a gentle and rhythmic movement that warms up the spine and prepares the body for the poses to come. It's a perfect starting point for any yoga routine, especially one focused on strengthening the core. Next, we moved into the plank pose, a fundamental building block in many yoga sequences. This pose is a true powerhouse when it comes to core strengthening, working multiple muscle groups at once and enhancing your overall stability. Our third pose was the boat pose, a challenging balance pose that truly tests your core strength. By holding this pose, you're not just working your abdominal muscles, but also improving your posture and balance. Then came the bridge pose, a restorative pose that stretches the chest, neck, and spine while also engaging the core. This pose is great for relieving stress and calming the mind, all while giving your core a good workout. Finally, we wrapped up with the seated forward bend, a pose that stretches the spine, shoulders, and hamstrings. It's a wonderful pose to end the routine with, as it helps cool down the body and brings a sense of calm and relaxation. Remember, the key to reaping the full benefits of this routine lies in consistency and regular practice. It's not about how perfect your pose is on the first day, but rather about the progress you make over time. So, keep at it, and you'll soon start to see improvements in your core strength, balance, and overall fitness. We'd love to hear from you about your journey with this 10-minute yoga routine. How did you find the poses? Did you notice any changes in your body after the practice? Was there a particular pose that you found challenging or particularly rewarding? Feel free to share your experiences in the comments section. Your insights and experiences could inspire and motivate others on their own yoga journeys. Before we part ways, let's remember why we're doing this. A strong core is more than just about having toned abs. It's the foundation of your body's strength. It supports your spine, enhances your balance, and powers your movements. So keep practicing, and remember, every little bit of effort counts. Remember, a strong core is the foundation of a strong body. So keep practicing and stay strong.